Hi, I'm Kamali, taking you through some of the things people are talking about and some of the stuff they're sharing around the world on Newsfeed today. Environmentally focused parties do well, so do some others in the EU elections. We have Newsfeed's 5 takeaways from the vote. Can you imagine trekking up Everest only to hit this in your final stretch? But these traffic jams won't just ruin your photo, they're also deadly. Might as well face it, you're addicted to games, and the WHO says you're in the same category as an alcoholic.
Oh, thank you. You're the best.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Love you.
And from Melbourne, a sweet story of compassion and good food is played out on Instagram. And it's top of our news feed, the European Parliament elections. The results are coming in, and it turns out those moderate centrist parties aren't so popular. In fact, it seems people in Europe prefer left-wing, eco-conscious or right-wing populist politicians. Hey, each to their own. Here's Adama with 5 takeaways from the results so far.
Traditional centre-left and centre-right parties have lost their majority in the European Parliament for the first time. The UK's Conservative and Labour parties both suffered, as did German Chancellor Angela Merkel's coalition and France's centre-right and centre-left. Nationalists like Marine Le Pen's National Rally in France and Matteo Salvini's League in Italy haven't swept the board, but have significantly changed the balance of political power. Perhaps the biggest victory is by the pro-EU Greens. They've won at least 70 seats, 20 more than the last election. The Greens say this gives them a mandate to pressure the EU to do more to tackle climate change. Voter turnout is up for the first time in EU parliamentary history. Since 1979, voting numbers have declined steadily, down to a low of 42.6% in 2014. This year, they've hit 50.5%, the highest in 20 years. The president of the European Parliament, Antonia Tajani, has put it down to the work done by MEPs. But Europe has witnessed growing anger against others since the migration crisis peaked in 2015. And national identity, wrapped up in a nationalist political rhetoric, is gaining ground. In the UK, the governing Conservative Party has won less than 10% of the vote. The Brexit Party, launched just 6 weeks ago, is the clear winner. It has 26 MEPs, including leader Nigel Farage. The vote is a protest at Prime Minister Theresa May's failure to complete Brexit on March 29th. Final results are yet to be announced. But one thing's for sure, European politics is on the precipice of change.
Now, Facebook's defended its decision to leave a doctored video of a US politician on its platform. A clip of Nancy Pelosi seeming to slur her words has been watched more than 2 million times. It's being shared by people who say that she's drunk and should lose her job. Now, neither of those things are true. Take a look.
And we thought we had some level of agreement, but you never know with this president of the United States. So that's what happened this morning. It was very, very, very strange. And we thought we had some level of agreement, but you never know with this president of the United States. So that's what happened this morning. It was very, very, very strange.
So Facebook know that that video is fake, but rather than take it down, they made the clip more difficult to find. And when people share the video, they're warned that they're sharing fake content. YouTube deleted it, Twitter didn't do anything. Here's Facebook's Monica Bickert defending her odd decision on CNN.
What's important to us is making sure that people have the accurate information to make their own choice.
But it's not accurate
And I think
information.
if you look right now at we are telling people that this is false,
Right,
and
but
we are
you're not,
putting that information
but video
out there
is powerful
from our
than
fact-checking
your
network.
right. But the video is powerful, more powerful than whatever you're putting under the video.
Well, actually, what we're seeing is that the conversation on Facebook, on Twitter, offline as well, is about this video having been manipulated. I mean, as evidenced by my appearance today, this is the conversation. The conversation is not about people believing this video. It's that they are discussing the fact that it was manipulated, and that's the conversation that people should be having.
Okay, let's take a look at some of the other things that caught our eye on social media. Now, Meek Mill posted this to his Twitter. It's the moment that the rapper was turned away from a hotel in Las Vegas called the Cosmopolitan. He claims the hotel has a list of black rappers that they won't allow on the premises. Meek's lawyers are threatening to sue if he doesn't get an apology. In a world first, internet complainers have made a director remake his movie. The film in question is called Sonic, and it's based on a video game character, a blue hedgehog who runs really fast in a fantasy world while collecting gold rings. It's hardly a good basis for a movie, but money and merchandising are powerful things. Now, fans didn't like the proportions of Sonic's body or his teeth or the fact he didn't wear gloves. The director is a man called Jeff Fowler, and he says that maybe the new version will be better. Yeah, maybe it will be, maybe it won't be. One thing's for certain, movie by internet mob is a worrying direction for the film industry to be going in. And a week can't go by without something of Game of Thrones related being shared all over the internet. Now, this is a good one. It's the moment the actor Kit Harington, who plays Jon Snow in the series, finds out he's got to kill Daenerys, aka Mother of Dragons, his lover, and his aunt. How awkward. The show's final season has been criticised all round for being a bit rubbish, but this was one moment that actually did have some drama, and it got Kit going during the rehearsals, as you can see.
A smoking blue giant?
I am not a giant. I am a genie. There is a difference.
And the new Aladdin film is out, and ouch, reviewers say it's as bad as expected. Will Smith in blue paint is as cringeworthy as the trailer suggests, and critics say that Guy Ritchie's direction leaves a lot to be desired. Now, despite it being panned by lots of people online, the film has topped the box office in the US, no accounting for Taste America. But it wasn't just America where it made Disney a bunch of money. The biggest opening market was China. Now, another person has reportedly died on Mount Everest. On social media, concerns are being raised about whether the tourism board in Nepal is favouring profit over safety. Now, there are human traffic jams 8,000 meters above sea level. Critics say that too many people are trying to reach the top, leaving mountaineers forced to wait for long periods in what's aptly called the death zone. Now, the latest victim was a British man who documented his final days at the highest point on Earth on Instagram.
Interesting climb coming up here. And up to our left, we can see Everest.
The head of the Jewish community in Germany says that people shouldn't wear the kippah in public. The number of anti-Semitic attacks has risen sharply recently. Take a look at this. Okay, let's spin around the world now for some other stories you need to know this Monday. Now, the World Health Organization has classified video gaming addiction as a disorder alongside alcoholism and gambling addiction. So if you're playing video games and your behavior is damaging to you or those around you, like when gaming takes priority over things like health, relationship and finances, it's a disorder. However, the WHO is careful to say that the mere act of playing games is in itself not a disorder. That's good to know. This is Ken Wyatt, and he's become the first Indigenous Australian to become a member of cabinet in a federal government. His brief will rather predictably be Minister for Indigenous Affairs. Prominent Aboriginal Australians say it's a significant and long overdue moment for the nation. Mexico's government has a new department. It's called the Institute to Return the Stolen to the People. It's selling off stuff seized from drug cartels and tax cheats. A Lamborghini, 17 armoured SUVs have all gone under the hammer. The department expects to clear about $80 million, which they say will fund infrastructure projects in one of the poorest states in the country. Good move. And you've probably heard of arm wrestling, but what about toe wrestling? It is a sport, apparently. It started in the 70s. The World Championship was held in a pub, where else in Derbyshire in the English Midlands. Alan Nasty Nash won for the 16th time. Now, if you're wondering, it is a clean competition. Players' feet are inspected for fungus and other gross injuries before they're allowed to do that. And now to a girl next door story with a difference. Social media is in love. You could say it's gone gaga over Yiayia, a Greek grandmother who feeds her two neighbours in Melbourne. Check out this story of love, kindness and friendship forged out of tragedy.
Oh, thank you. You're the best. Love you. Got it. I got a swap. Oh, bean soup. Oh, thank you. Yep. Oh, chocolate too.
I said that you like it, I bring you.
You bring more. Taste only. Oh yeah. Love it. Oh, it's hot. Thanks, Yiayia. Very strong. All the lentil soup you give me every Friday. That's why. Beautiful. Oh, Yiayya's coming again. Yiayia!
You got the marble phone?
Sorry?
Oh, is it?
Yeah. In my pocket.
I don't know why to do this, but please read me.
I'm gonna get too fat.
That'll do from the Newsfeed team. You'll find us 24/7 on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Follow, subscribe, and add. See you again tomorrow.